If I didn't know what I know in the Word of God, after watching that kind of documentary, I'll be very angry.
Greetings, my family. Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing you the truth. Welcome, guys, to this special and wonderful episode of my video today. And right in today's video, guys, I'm here with the man of God by person of the highly esteemed Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, DSC, DSC, DD. And right in today's video, guys, the man of God during your Love World program, all right, he did share some thoughts with us, and this is very key because he was talking about I didn't have to bring the documentary here, all right, because of some of the things that were being shared in the documentary. YouTube doesn't allow some of those content to be published except you are watching a live video. So I would like to recommend you to go to the Cflix app, please. Cflix app, and you can watch all the documentaries of the man of God Pastor Chris there. All right, so in the documentary, the man of God Pastor Chris actually reviewed the plan to actually poison or bring food or this GMO food, just like you're going to be listening. All right, the man of God, just Pastor Chris, just touch a little bit on it. All right, but this is a plan to bring GMO food to people, which is very very bad, guys. So before we dive into the video, for those of you coming newly to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and then hit the like button, like today's video, guys. Watch this, I'll be right back.
See, if I didn't know what I know in the Word of God, after watching that kind of documentary, I'll be very angry. Very angry. But you see, I play with a different set of rules. I belong in another jurisdiction. We show you these things so you can understand what's going on in our world, so you can be better prepared. And then I show you from the Word of God how to live above these fraudulent systems of the world. You have to think differently. It's very painful to think about man's inhumanity to man. The wickedness in the hearts of men. It's got nothing to do with the skin color. When the Tutsis and the Hutus in Rwanda fought themselves, were they not the same color? There were people that looked like themselves. And then think of the decimation of Yugoslavia. Which had become the largest country in the world. And how it was brought down. Destroyed from within, but influenced from outside. Remember the pains of Kosovo, Sarajevo. Think of the things that happened there. You have the ravages of those satanic actions still there. Those were same peoples with simple differences. Serbs, the Croats, simple differences. But they all looked like each other. So it had nothing to do with their skin. The wickedness in the hearts of men. Because of Satan's influence. With that same wickedness, what they could not do with weapons of war, because they don't want to look bad, they're trying to do some other ways. So they've moved from weapons of mass destruction to more silent weapons of the masses' destruction. Take the GMOs, for example. They told you that your new GMOs were created to repel pests. That should have made you wise. The pests are a sign that something is good. Go and read your history. How did men know as they journeyed, as they migrated from the areas around the Garden of Eden and spread to the world? How did they know what plants to eat, what fruits to eat? How did they know the leaves that were good for food? They followed the animals. What the animals ate, selected animals. They knew that those fruits or those plants were good for food. And the ones that those animals will not eat, they stayed away from. Because these animals naturally have, they're more sensitive. Can smell things that men cannot smell. Now you're told that those pests are running away from the corn they gave you. Don't you know that that corn is no longer good for food? Now those GMO corns are in human bodies. What did you expect? Are you not aware that rodents are used for experiments to tell what is good for human consumption? They tell you if it's good for those rodents, it's good for man. They use them also in medicines. The trouble, what we have today, is that there's a complete shift, there's a change in both the medical practice and the pharmaceutical industry. Now, sadly, they try to find out what is injurious and recommend it to you. You have many people who are maimed today, crippled today, blind today.
Alright, my family, there you have it with the man of God by person of the highly esteemed Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, DSC, DD. And guys, because of the evil that is in the world today. It is very hard to know what is good for you to eat and what is not good for you to eat anymore, because things are just going on. All right, the plan of this deep state is to reduce the population of the world to close to zero. Can you imagine the plan of somebody, a fellow human being like each and every one of us? All right, but Pastor have let us know, or Pastor Chris have been telling us for a while now, that the reason why he's revealing these things to us is not because he wants us to be afraid, no, but because he wants us to be aware, and also make those around us be aware. All right, so if you are watching this video, you gotta let people know. If you have somebody that is living in all those countries like the US, UK, most of those countries like that, and targetedly they are targeting Africa and Asia. All right, to actually, because all their plans and all these things, whenever they want to do any experiment, they'll bring it to Africa, or they'll go to Asia and go carry out their plan. All right, their testing. So they have been using these countries for experiment all these years. But thank God for our man of God, Pastor Chris, that have reviewed and have opened our eyes. Alright guys, I really believe you are blessed in today's video, and I'd like to hear from you what has blessed you in today's video. Don't forget, if this is your first time on my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and subscribe. And if you ever like the video, hit the like button, like today's video guys. See you in my next video. Bye.